How's it going, YouTube? This is the first video of our If I Were the GM video series. As always, I'm Steven.
I'm Jacob.
Nick. Shane.
This week, we'll be starting off with the Bears. I mean, really, 3-13, last in the NFC North. What's the first thing that comes to mind? I mean, really, kind of a bad season. I would say just overall a disappointing season. I didn't have that high of expectations, but I was still pretty disappointed.
You can't expect much from the Bears. They finished last for the past couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say, had some suspensions with Alshon Jeffrey. He had injuries. That's a big player that they're missing. I think ever since Brandon Marshall left, their passing.
He's been the guy there.
With
Yeah.
Jay Cutler getting hurt.
Yeah. Jay Cutler got hurt, missed a lot of time, which really forced Matt Barkley just
he had
straight
a-
into the fire.
He had like the first two games. He was like pushing like some headlines telling that he was actually pretty good. But then
He also had a couple 4
He looked like the
Yeah.
USC Matt Barkley.
and then out came the USC.
Yeah. I think their defense, they did get some more talent, but just overall, they're just missing just definite big players.
Also, it's a tough division to begin with. You got the Packers, who usually are at the top of the division, Lions, who are there too, and also the Vikings. They were really hot at the beginning of the
Yeah.
season,
Yeah,
but still
Off the
finished
bat,
out
that's already 6 losses.
pretty strong. So, if they win any of those games, that's impressive to begin with because of how weak this team is.
There were, out of all that disappointment, there was a bright spot. I mean, I think most people pretty unanimously, Jordan Howard. That was a pretty big disappointment. 4th round pick, or excuse me, a pretty big
Like
Yep.
surprise.
surprise there. Yeah.
Yeah.
4th round pick. I mean, that was. I didn't see too much of him at the beginning of the year. It was at the end of the year when you started to see him really
Yeah.
come out.
I don't think anyone really expected him to be what he was because Jeremy Langford had the starting spot going into camp,
And they had Carey.
and
Kadeem
Kadeem Carey
Carey,
was
yeah.
also there, and Jordan Howard ended up
I saw
breaking the rookie rushing record for the
Yeah.
Bears.
I saw some projections at the beginning of the season saying to draft him, but like I saw that also for the Raiders rookie.
Yeah.
But I didn't believe it at all. But another bright spot going forward with next year is they got a high draft pick coming this year.
Yeah.
So they got future to look forward to.
Speaking of that draft pick, who at the 3rd overall pick, who do you think they're going to go with?
I'm getting Jonathan Allen.
Jonathan
They need key defensive players because they're known historically for their great defenses.
Right.
They need to get back to that, I think, because their offense is going to struggle. But if they get their defense up, then their offense will come with it.
I think if they start getting their offense right now, I think it's going to be pretty messy because it's just going to be the defense just going to keep allowing them to score, and I don't think the Bears' offense can outscore any team in the league right now.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Jonathan Allen as well.
I think I'm going to have to go with Jonathan Allen as well. I think it wouldn't surprise me if he's not there, if the Niners take him before.
Yeah,
But I think
considering he's there, that they get Allen.
they're going to go with the best defensive player.
Mhm.
I think clearly they need a quarterback, but I don't think any quarterback, to be honest, I don't think any quarterback is worth
Yeah, this year
is worth
top three.
This is
top
not
3
the
pick.
year.
And I
Yeah.
think it's something that can be addressed later.
I feel the same way, especially with they have something with their running game with Jordan Howard. I mean, he was 2nd in the league in rushing with pretty abysmal offense. I just think Jonathan Allen overall is probably the 2nd or 3rd best player in this draft. So just by adding him automatically, you win at the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. So I think by getting him, just a big difference maker.
Right.
And then obviously going hand in hand with draft pick, free agency,
Yeah,
they have $51 million to spend.
it's a lot of money.
That is
First thing
pretty
though, I
big
think
amount.
they gotta re-sign Alshon.
I don't
If-
think they do.
I don't think they
I don't
do.
think he wants to go
I
there.
don't think they do, or that he wants to. But his numbers since he's been there are pretty crazy. He's averaged 6 catches, 80 yards a game every game since he's been there.
Wow.
That's impressive.
Wow.
Well,
So-
he's missed a lot of games, but
He's missed 11 games over the past 2 years, but over injuries and suspensions. But he's a baller. So if he stays there, he'll continue to keep producing at the level he's been producing right now.
Yeah, and 51, but to me, 51 million's a lot. But there's a number of teams that have that.
Yeah,
Right.
and you gotta
He's
draw
gonna
him
get-
in.
He's gonna get paid, and I think
They
there's
could always franchise tag him too, though.
yeah, that's true.
I don't
but
think
I
he's
think-
worthy. I don't think he's a top 5 wide receiver to get paid top 5
yeah,
money.
that's a lot of money. But
I think they
where
go
else would
after.
they spend it?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I think in free agency they need to go after key defensive players, and just to be example, like if Dante Hightower was to not get re-signed, which I'm hoping they do, they could get him, and that's all. That's already a key
That'd
defense.
be a pretty
spot.
good linebacking core with Danny Trevathan
And
Dante
Freeman,
Hightower.
yeah, and Leonard Floyd.
Are your favorite player Leonard Floyd?
On the Bears at least.
So after all that, I mean, they have some work to do. I mean, really,
Yeah.
it's going to be 3 or 4 years before they're relevant.
They're not going
Sorry,
anywhere
Bears
for a
fans.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're watching Bears fans, I'm sorry, but it's just how it
Not a
happens
bright
sometimes.
future
Yeah,
unless.
I'm a Raider fan. I know what it's like.
It's the
I've been
ugly
there
truth.
for the past 14 years. I know what it's like. That being said, I mean, pretty unanimously, I think we can all agree last place
Last
in the division.
place, yeah.
Yeah, they're not beating out the Lions or the Vikings or the Packers. It's not possible.
It's just, I give them like a less than 1% chance to come in first place.
Hey, Alshon Jeffrey did say that the Bears are winning the Super Bowl next year.
That's true.
I'm just throwing that out there. Yeah. Just throwing it out
Man
there.
is bold.
Alrighty, any last comments, concerns, questions?
That's it.
I think that was it.
That wraps it up.
Alrighty, thanks for watching this installment with the Bears. Keep an eye out for the rest of the 32 teams. We'll be going alphabetically. So, got a favorite team? Wait for yours. It'll come out soon. Thanks for watching.